All right, how's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here. Just pulled up into the Best Buy parking lot, as you guys can see right over that way. There's a lot of people already in line waiting for the Nintendo World Championships. It's going to be awesome. So let's jump on in and see how we line up, shall we?
Let's back up a little bit and explore a quick history lesson. The Nintendo World Championships was a 1990 Nintendo-promoted video game competition accompanying the very rare and elusive gold NES game cartridge. They toured around 29 cities all across the United States. The competition was based on scoring points in the custom gold cartridge's 3 NES games, Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris, all within a time limit of 6 minutes and 21 seconds. More recently, Nintendo has announced that they are bringing back the Nintendo World Championships at 8 select Best Buys all throughout the United States to compete in a game known as Ultimate NES Remix. Now, within that game, there is a championship mode in which you have to play through Super Mario Bros. And collect 50 coins, Super Mario Bros. 3 and collect 25 coins, and the rest of the remaining 6 minutes and 21 seconds you have left, you'll be tasked with scoring points in Dr. Mario. Once 8 winners have been crowned in all of the cities participating in the tour, they will head over to LA for an awesome grand finals. Now, although there are only 8 participating cities in this tour, it was great to see how far and wide these hardcore Nintendo fans have come from. In this video, I'll be sharing some interviews I've had with several Nintendo fans, as well as showing you a quick run of the championship mode in NES Remix 2 at the end of the video. So stay tuned and enjoy.
All right, here we go. So last person in line. Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good, good. What's your name?
Daxton Sutherland.
Oh, wow, where are you from?
I came all the way from Virginia, pulled an all-nighter to get here.
Wow, and you're at the back of the line. Congratulations.
Just made it.
That's awesome. All right, cool. All right, guys, so we're here at the very front of the line, and I'm joined with none other than Dalton and his brother? Spencer, Dalton and Spencer. Okay, guys, so tell me, what time did you guys get here?
We got here at 10 o'clock last night.
10 o'clock last night. That's some pretty hardcore dedication. All right, so did you guys see Nintendo of America's tweet like 5 minutes ago? They said that they apologize, but the actual Nintendo tournament is going to be at the Best Buy down the street. Yeah, you didn't hear that tweet? No, okay, yeah, so all these people lined up over here, yeah, they're going to have to go that way, down the street. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so, yeah, how long have you been playing the game or practicing for?
I got it last week.
You got it last week, okay. What kind of score are you getting?
I have just over it.
Okay, that's a pretty hardcore score. How about yourself?
800,000.
Wow, that's pretty good. I think you could beat him, though. I think so. All right, guys, I'm here with the number 2 in line. What's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan, and where are you from?
Bolingbrook.
Bolingbrook, okay, that's not too far south
No, not
from here.
too bad.
That's very good. And who's this little one?
This is my son, Odin.
Oh, hey, Odin. Very nice name there.
He's shy.
All right, so are you going to be competing yourself?
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of high scores are you getting?
A couple million.
A couple million?
Yeah,
That's
it
huge.
varies. It varies. Well, it's Dr. Mario.
Yeah, I mean, the game is really Dr. Mario based, and getting a couple million is very intimidating for everyone else who's actually listening down this way, because I'm struggling to get 1 million myself. That's going to be crazy. So, yes, Dr. Mario, did you grow up on that game? Did you play that a lot?
I grew up on Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you most excited for? As of
Just
right
the experience.
now? Yep.
Just to say I was here.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
You know.
All right, I'm here with the Shaq Fu champ. What's your name?
My name's Katie.
Katie. All right, Katie. Well, I heard that you have a really cool license plate on your car.
I do.
Okay, you're going to give me a tour of it, right?
Sure.
Yes, let's go.
Come this way.
All right, we're going. So actually, this was a trick for me to get her out of line so I could take her spot.
Oh, is that what?
Just saying. So this is your car. Well, look at this license plate, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty awesome. Holy cow, Dr. Mario.
Yes.
That is awesome. So
I love this game.
Would you say that you essentially grew up on Dr. Mario?
Yeah, I played some when I was little, and then we discovered it when I got older, and I love it.
Okay, that is awesome. Dr. Mario is so hard, and I'm very bad at it.
Well, it takes a little bit of practice, but I usually play versus, and I'm okay at that, but I'm not very good at building combos, so I don't have high hopes for today.
Gotcha. Because that's really what it's about for those of you guys who are Dr. Mario beginners. If you want a high score, you have to do the combos and chains and everything like that, which is so hard.
It is, it is.
All right.
There are some really good people in this line, so
Yeah, it's very
looking forward
intimidating.
to watching them play.
So are you going to win?
No.
You're not going to. Oh, what kind of
But I'm
confidence
excited
is that?
to come play. So.
Okay, that's going to be awesome. All right, well, thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right, so I'm here with the line's highest score people. Well, at least that's what I think so far. All right, so let's introduce yourselves.
My name's JD Lowe from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, JD Lowe from Columbus, okay.
I'm Chris Bidwell, also from Columbus.
Okay, that's pretty far to travel all the way over here, okay?
6 hours.
6 hours.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh, we got some other people that are saying boo. Why? Where are you guys from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh,
All right.
wow. There was not a Best Buy near there, huh?
No.
Not a qualifying one?
Dallas, Texas was 10 hours. Miami was 13.
Wow.
13, yeah.
Did you guys see Nintendo's tweet about the last minute change on the Best Buy location?
No.
Did you guys see that? It was like 5 minutes ago where they were saying that it's not this building anymore, but it's the one down the street. So all of you guys that are lined up,
I
yeah.
hate to be the one to tell this to you, but you're fired.
Oh, dang it. All right, guys, so tell me, or actually show me. Let's see your high scores on your game cart.
Mine's a little slightly lower. I got 4.5 million here.
Okay, 4.5 million. Let's take a look.
Can you
Let
get
me
the
see.
focus there? My
Let's
blurry
focus that.
screen.
Yes. Oh my God, that is 4.5 million right there. Holy cow. And what do we got here? Let's see.
5,067,000, something like that.
Oh my God, that's crazy. All right, so let's hear some tips for those of us who are trying to beat you, per se. Let's hear. What do you got?
Get through parts 1 and 2 as fast as possible. Don't overthink it, and get as big of change as possible on level 2 or higher on Dr. Mario.
Yes, that's
Yep.
awesome. I heard that like what level 1 you get like 3,000 points. in Dr. Mario.
Level 0 technically.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so unless they're all bunched together in that level, just burn through it as fast as possible because
Mm-hmm.
you need at least 6 viruses to get a good chain and a good score.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What's the multiplier? Like, let's say you do a two chain.
4, well, it's
Multiplies from 2. Yeah.
It goes
Uh-huh.
from 2 to 4, 8, 16, 32, 64.
Got it.
And
Got
then,
it.
So then 6,400 points is 640,000 tournament points. So you get a few of those, you're in the millions pretty quick.
Yeah.
Dang.
You got this no matter what. If you can get that kind of combo. So at least aim for 6 at one time, and you can at least place really, really well here at this.
And then where do you think? Like level 1, or sorry, not the first level, but the second level? You think that you guys can get like a 6 combo?
There's only 8 viruses there, so
Yeah.
if they're bunched together, go for it. If they're not, burn through it as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
And get to the next level because
Yep.
it's random.
Gotcha.
It's going to be a poker hand. I mean, I can get 3 million one game and 1 million the next game. So everybody's got a good chance here.
Very nice. Now, one of the things that I've noticed while I was playing is that sometimes the RNG kind of screws me over and gives me the pills like all vertical in the same column. How do you combo that? Like I get like 4 in the same column, and I can only get like a 2 combo. Is there a better way of doing that?
You kind of have to plan ahead for things like that. I hate to say it, but when you've got cases like that, you've got garbage. The game
Yeah.
is giving you absolute garbage. You need to deal with it. So you need to have at least one slot over on the left or right hand side to clear something out. So that's what I at least do.
And believe it or not, the viruses are not random. It's the same order every game on the 3DS version.
Yeah.
So I haven't memorized them, but I do know that on level 0, you don't get a double red for a long, long, long time. So don't rely on that piece.
Oh wow.
So, and then there's a level 2, I think you get about 8 or 9 double reds
Double reds in a row, yep.
So you notice those
It's
little
skewed
quirks,
there, yeah.
and those are the same quirks every game you play, no matter where the viruses are. So you can kind of anticipate that.
All
But
right.
It doesn't help a whole lot, but if you're trying to get higher and higher, every little
Yeah.
bit helps.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks for the quick interview. Good
Check
luck.
us out on Columbus Retro League.
Yes, Columbus Retro League. You got it.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, I just got inked on my head, as you guys can see right over here, and I'm going to interview these two guys who have been here for how long?
About 3 a.m. today.
Oh my God, 3 a.m. Where are you guys from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
I was-
Knoxville, Tennessee.
There we go. I was going to say I recognize the accents. Not a Chicago accent, but welcome to Chicago. Okay, so you guys had a tent earlier. I actually heard about your tent, and I was going to come over and get some shelter from this rain that's happening because I didn't want my awesome squid hat to get messed up. So, are you guys pumped up for the tournament?
Yes.
Yes, you are. You're not. Not so much. You had to drive out here and watch them. Okay.
Just wanted to come to Chicago and see it.
There we
Ball
go.
game tomorrow.
There we go. So, Now, what kind of scores are you getting in the game?
Right now, my highest is 3.2.
3.2. All right, let's see it. You got to show it.
I've got it up and ready.
All right, let's
lovely
see.
scratched up battery dying.
There we go. Whoa, 3.2. Okay, I'm going to be nowhere close to beating that. Good job. So what's, you got any tips for anyone?
About the same. Just try to make the patterns. Go more than 6. Go 7 or 8 if you can.
Oh my God, that's going to be crazy. All right, well, good luck to you. Make sure you beat those guys.
Yes.
Beat those guys. All right, thanks. Thank you. How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here with none other than my very favorite champion. Want to introduce yourself?
Mike Irosi, 1994 Nintendo champion.
All right, and he is back right over here in the Chicago Best Buy trying to get the next championship, right?
That's right.
It's going to be awesome. Now, okay, you've played the game before.
Yep.
We know you as the champ.
Yep.
And how do you feel about going into this next championship here?
Interesting choice of cartridges. You know, I'm hopeful. I think I have a decent chance of winning. You know, I'm scoring well lately, but you know, we'll see. There's a lot of people here, and you're only going to get one shot. I have a decent shot in those circumstances, but you know, anybody can get lucky, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And now, as we know, it's a Dr. Mario-based game.
That's right.
The first 2 levels don't mean it.
They don't.
You just got to breeze through them really quick and then spend your last 4.5 minutes on Dr. Mario. So, what kind of tips do you have for the viewers that are watching this that want to, I guess, compete where they're at or try to replicate the experience at home?
Sure. Practice Dr. Mario. I mean, it's all about combos, you know. First board, combo the whole thing. You got 4 viruses. Combo all 4 is 3,000. If you can combo the whole second board, you're at 28.4, you know, and that's 2.8 million right there. And then if you can pull, I mean, from there, you know, it's the crapshoot. Do you get a decent setup so that you can combo on that third board and pull another, you know, 2, 3, 4 million out of it, you know, and then knock your score into the 5, 6 million range. If somebody does that today, then they're set. They win. You know,
that's going to be awesome.
Is it going to happen?
I don't know, man. I've been interviewing a lot of people in the line, and some people are showing me their game cartridge, and it shows like 4 million, 5 million. I'm like, wow, I struggle getting 1 million. That's
sure.
that's just not my game. But anyway.
I almost tell people, don't show up.
Yes, exactly. So, like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm out of here. See ya. Goodbye. So anyway, so what we're going to do a very special over-the-shoulder camera, live narrated run of a practice round of the game.
That's right.
It's going to be awesome. And I've got my new Nintendo 3DS right over here. And it's going to be awesome. So let me take over the camera and we're going to do this.
Alright, so here we are. I've got a high quality capture of exactly the Ultimate NES Remix. This is what everyone has been playing throughout the past 3-4 weeks in order to get to this point in their awesome hardcore Nintendo career. As you guys can see, we've learned a lot from the people waiting in line that there are plenty of different ways of going through the game. But the ultimate goal is to go through and beat these first levels as fast as humanly possible. Now, it takes a little bit of practice, but I've learned from Mike Irosi and the guys waiting in line that if you go through level 1-1, kill yourself, you'll be able to respawn into this spot right over here and get even more coinage, because you have to get 50 coins in this level to move on to stage number 2. Now, all throughout when I first played this game, I would ultimately just try to beat the level, go underground in World 1-2, get the star, jump underneath there, kill all the Goombas and turtles, and get a really, really high score in Mario 1. But that's really not the key strategy to getting a very high score in this game. So as you guys can see, I'm going to kill myself again right over there, simply because I need about 6 more coins in order to pretty much beat this level. So in this block over here, it's pretty easy to get enough. So as you guys can see, it's done. We got the score of, I guess, 10,000. They multiply that by 2 in order to add to your total score. The next game is Super Mario Bros. 3, which brings a lot of memories as I just play it. But in this level, you have to go through and you have to collect 25 coins. Now, this one's really easy, considering the fact that all you have to do is get all the coins, as you can see on the screen over here. If you combo with the turtle, get the little leaf, combo with these Goombas, and then get a running start right over here, you can easily beat this in the fastest time possible. Getting all of these coins, we're at 15 coins, and then here we go with 25. So that's perfect. Now, usually the score that you get in that level is 5,400. That's the max and the fastest score that you can get. Now, I've got 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock in order to go through and play Dr. Mario. Now, Dr. Mario is very RNG based, meaning that random number generator always gives you a different set of viruses every time you play through the game. Now, as you guys can see over here, this isn't the best I guess, layout of the viruses, simply because if I'm lucky, I can maybe get a 3 to a 2 combo, depending on, you know, how I line up these pills. And that's really how you have to play this game. It's very possible that you get very good RNG, or random number generator, that the viruses are a little bit more spread out, and you can build pill bridges in order to combo with them. But as you guys can see right over here, I'm just spending some time in order to get a 2 combo, as you can see right over there. And then now, really all I need is a blue-red pill. So if I line it up vertically, I can get another 2 combo, which gives us a score of 1,200 on the first level. Now, this level is a little bit different because there's a lot more viruses, and now it gives me a little bit more potential to combo. Now, I'm not the best at this game, and I've already said that, and you guys have seen that with me interviewing everyone. But people are able to build these ridiculous combos so that once they drop 1 pill down, the rest of the stuff just fall into place. Now, that is really an art form. I truly admire the people who can do all that stuff, simply because I literally haven't played Dr. Mario growing up. I was always the platformer kind of guy, not necessarily the puzzle player. But after I found out that the NES remix, or the Ultimate NES remix, was actually going to be a game in the Nintendo World Championships, I immediately went out and bought it. So as you guys can see right over there, I kind of misclicked. I was hoping to get a 2 combo there for the yellows to fall down, but I didn't. Now I can easily get a 2 combo right here, 1 and 2, that's easy. Right over here is ultimately, if I get like a double red, I can get another 2 combo. If I get a double blue, I can do that. But yeah, I'm really kind of novice in Dr. Mario, and like the best I can do is maybe a 2, if not sometimes a 3 combo, if I'm lucky. But right over here, literally all I want is a blue-yellow in order to get another 2 combo. And here's the blue-yellow coming right up, 1, and this one's going to fall down to 2. That's perfect. So here we go. This is level 3. There's a lot more viruses here, and at the same time, time is clicking down. So you've got to watch out, and you've got to not make any false moves, because if you make a false move, you're going to have to pay for it, and you don't want to have to do that. So right over here, I'm just sneaking the 2 combo, sneaking that underneath there to get another one. As you guys can see over here, I've got those 2 pills ready to go. I'm going to try to flip that one there. These blues are coming. I mean, this is really where it separates the pros from the novices on how well you can combo with Dr. Mario. And all those people in line, they've been practicing and practicing their hearts out just for this exact moment. As you guys can see over here, another 2 combo. If I spent a little bit more time building the combos up, I would have done way better. But this is just me picking up the game after the tournament is, and just trying my luck at it again. Now, what's really cool is the fact that they're going to bring on The Legend of Zelda. the original game to the roster of the finalists, which is pretty cool. I can't wait for something like that. That's going to be exciting. Now, right over here, I'm just waiting for another double. I could have done it with a double red, but I'm waiting for a double yellow. So if I get a double yellow, then I can stack it all the way to the left. And then if I get a double red, I can get a 3 combo, which will be pretty sweet. So here's the double yellow. Now I'm just waiting for that double red. And see, that's kind of like the catch-22. It's, okay, well, do you keep on wasting time and waiting for the right pieces to come? Or do you just go, go, go? And that's really the catch-22. It's very hard. And a lot of Dr. Mario players out there will attest to that, where they're just, building up garbage on the side. And here we go, the 3 combo of the day, double red. 1, 2, 3, perfect. And then a double yellow to finish it off. Now, I've got 20 seconds on the clock. As you guys can tell, my mind is going crazy because I'm trying to aim for at least, 8,000 points. But right over here, the time's ticking down, and it's do or die. So I'm like, okay, well, I just need to do something. So let me just drop this blue down, and we'll go from there. So I got a score of 8,200. Not bad, but that gets multiplied by 100, as you guys can see right over here. So my score for this quick run was 845,000. So that's pretty sweet. My ultimate high score is like at 1 million, but you guys have seen in the previous gameplay or the previous footage that a lot of people are scoring a lot higher than that. So that is a quick run. Let's see how I do on the actual, I guess, tournament race, right? Let's see how we do.
Sorry.
You're such a nerd.
All set? All right, you are wristband 167? Yep. Score 2, 6, 0. Dad. It's in my pocket. You are all set. Well, thanks for coming out. Be sure to grab some free stuff on the way out as a thank you for coming out. All right.
That's usually my average score there.
So as you guys can see, I scored about 880,000. It's really not my best score. My best score is somewhere in a little over 1 million. But that's okay, because I just went to the event to say that I went there and to meet all of these awesome Nintendo fans that came from many different states right around the Chicagoland area. It was so awesome to meet each and every one of you guys, and I wanted to say special thanks to each and every one of you guys who lined up in line and camped out for the awesome event. Special thanks to Nintendo for hosting it and reviving it after 25 years. And of course, thanks to each and every one of you guys who are watching this video. So let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts on the Nintendo World Championships are. Don't miss the actual championships that air on Nintendo's channel very soon. And of course, I'm going to leave you guys with an awesome interview that I had with a very cool kid. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys.
All right, how's it going, everyone? I'm here with the quiz master himself. What's your name?
James Last.
James Last. Where are you from?
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh. Okay, that's not that far.
3.5.
3.5 hours. Okay, not bad. All right, so in this special segment, we're going to go through and quiz the quiz master himself. I got some very, very hard Nintendo-esque questions, and if you answer all of them, I will give you a special prize. And you don't know what it is. It's a secret to everyone.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Now, okay, question number 1. How many different modes of play are there in the Nintendo 64 game F-Zero X?
I want to say 7.
5.
I think I was counting the F-Zero X enhancement kit for the DD.
There we go. Look at this guy. He already knows. All right, good job. All right. In GoldenEye 007 on N64, which multiplayer mode is single shot kill?
Oh, great. This is not one.
Is that before your time? N64?
M-rated. M-rated, right?
Yes,
Yes.
but I don't know the games.
All right, License to Kill. License to Kill. All right, let's see. Okay, so here we go. A more relatively newer game. How many possible endings are there in the Nintendo DS game Star Fox Command?
Ooh, I think I might know this one. I want to say 13. But
Very close. There's 9. There's 9. I like that game. There's a bunch of different endings that you get. Come on, you got to get one of these, Quizmaster. All right, here we go. This one's easy. All right. Chain Chomps, you know, the iconic Mario enemy, made their debut in what Mario game?
Mario 3.
Mario 3. There we go. Congratulations. All right. Okay, how about we do this one? Okay. What was the first Legend of Zelda game to be released on the Nintendo 64?
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Nice. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty easy one. I had to throw that one in there. All right, King Boo is the primary antagonist in which game in the Mario franchise?
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. All right. Okay, last one. In Super Mario Galaxy, which pickup turns Mario into a ghost?
Boo Mushroom.
Boo Mushroom. All right. Now, the last question. Okay. Are you a kid or are you a squid?
I think I'm a squid and a kid. I'm a kid, I'm a squid.
You're a kid, you're a squid. You're a kid, you're a squid.
Yep.
You're a kid, you're a squid. Here, put that on. All right, good job. You're a kid, you're a squid. Excellent. All right, thanks.